and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and this is Life from Ashes. Today we are totally going to do a Christmas craft DIY, which is super easy. You can do it for yourself, your kids, your family members. It's very easy and it's quick. So I'm just going to show you quickly what that is. It will be a Christmas DIY hat ornament, which you can either use to top a wine bottle or a table place, or put a little chocolate tree inside, or you can use them as a hanger and you can make them into hanging ornaments for your tree. They're really adorable, cute little hats. Very, very simple to make. So I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial and try this out. If you do, comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so you're going to need some yarn. I've got this Chanel yarn I got at the Dollarama for $2.50. It was quite a big roll, but this is all I have left. I've made several hats already. And I'm mixing mine with just this regular thick off-white Bernat yarn. And I'm going to need measuring tape, and you're going to measure out your pieces. With your measuring tape you'll need a little piece of cardstock or Bristol board, and mine reaches 9.5 centimeters, and the yarn pieces reach 23 centimeters in length each. I have a good pile here, but you'll need about 30 to 35 pieces in total. You'll need your glue gun, and obviously you'll need some hot glue, a pair of scissors, sharp scissors, and I'm using wire to make a hanger for mine, but if you're not making yours to be a hanger, you don't need that, or you can use string. And anything to bedazzle or bling or decorate your little hat. This is what the snowflake looks like on. It's very simple and basic, but I find it very, very pretty. And I like the depth between the two different kinds of yarn I'm using here. So this is what they look like when you make a hanger with them. I have one in solid blue and one in multicolor. They hang very nicely. They're very, very cute. I had so much fun making these. I can't remember where I saw these. I think it was on Facebook, but I just thought I can do this. I changed the size so that they suited my need, and basically you want to make sure that your cardboard is about 3/4 of an inch in width, and then you're just going to glue the very end. I like to put mine on about an inch so that it holds nicely. You don't want it to snap apart on you or in the future. Alright, so the way I do it is I use 2 of both kinds of yarn. Because this one is so thin, I use 2 of the Bernat as well, just to give it a little more thickness and dimension. So we'll start by using one. We're going to fold it exactly in half so our ends meet each other. Be careful with the ends of this, because as you can see, they can pull apart pretty easily. And you're just going to want to make a little loop right there and stick it through, and then tuck your tail inside your loop. Make sure all your ends are length and facing the exact same way, and you're just going to pull tight so that it stays snug like a little knot. And you're going to go ahead and put 2 of these just like I'm doing right now. Make sure you're pulling tight enough so that that forms a decent knot, and make sure that all of the pieces you put on are nice and snug together. And then you're going to do the same with the white, except for you're going to use 2 at the exact same time. That's going to give us that thickness in between our colors. I like to only do 1 white and 2 blue. I find this separated the colors and made the stripes come out a lot more bold looking than subtle. If you want to do solid colors and you don't really need to worry about this, try to keep them nice and straight and uniform. And so basically we're going to repeat this pattern all the way around our rim of our hat. So you're going to go 2 blue, and then you're going to use 2 white at the same time all the way around. Make sure all your ends are facing the exact same direction as you're going around your circle. Look how nice that looks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that all the way around, and we'll meet back when we're ready. All right, so now that it's all ready, you have all your tails are at one end. This is what it should look like. Very, very nice. Very fluffy. You're going to take all your ends and you're going to twist them, and you're going to push them through your hat so that they're all facing the other way. You're going to carefully tuck. Now if you're using 2 colors like I am, you're going to want to straighten out all of your white rows to your blue rows so that when you're tying your pom-pom, that all of your colors line up properly. This is going to be totally cute. I absolutely had so much fun making these. My son made one for himself. He did it all by himself. It's very simple. Anybody can do this, and it really doesn't require a whole lot of tools or hot glue or sharp things once it's all ready to go. So it makes a perfect little thing to make, and because they're so quick to make, if you're doing a craft sale or anything, these will go really, really well. So if you're doing that, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to know what your ornaments are going to be going for. Okay, so once you have them all lined up perfectly, you're going to go ahead and take one of your fuzzy strings, and you're going to place your hat where you want the string to lay, and you're going to carefully tie this string around. Careful when you're pulling the ends. Choke up on it when you're pulling so that it doesn't pull apart on you as you're tying this knot. And make sure all your strings stay lined up if you're using colors. Pull nice and tight. Don't tie a knot yet. We'll flip the hat, and we're going to tie it again before we knot it. This ensures a nice tight pom-pom on the top and that it's not going to come apart on you in the future. Pull tight. If you wanted to, you could add a hot glue right here and then pull tight to make sure that your knot never comes loose. That is totally up to you. Now we're going to take our scissors and we're going to trim our pom-pom to the length and desire you wish your pom-pom to look. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you are using sharp scissors here, because the softer fibers are a little harder to snip free if you're not using a completely sharp pair of scissors. And if you want to, please, if you're using your children with you, make sure that they're being careful or that you do this part for them. Nobody needs to hurt their fingers. Alright, so when you're all done with the length that you like, just give it a quick look over, make sure everything is separated nice and uniform. If your strings have made their way out of line, you can go ahead with your fingers underneath and simply press the strings back into the place they need to be. I find this is very simple to do. It's very easy. If you're afraid to use 2 colors, don't be. It is easy to separate back into normal, and it looks just fine when it's done. So here we're going to take whatever it is you've chosen for your embellishment, and you're going to go ahead and glue it. Now these are already sticky, but to ensure it stays on, I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue it. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. And I'm just going to go ahead and place this right on the rim of my hat. I'm going to find the nice facing side, and we're going to go ahead and just glue that into place. Isn't that beautiful? And make sure it's glued down completely so that it doesn't pop off in the future if you're selling them, or you just really want to make sure that they stay intact. And then I'm going to show you how to make the hanger. Isn't it just so cute? I just love these little hats. I felt like, oh my gosh, you could almost make one, a giant one, and put it on your own head if you use like plastic for the rim. But I won't do that. Okay, so now we're going to take our wire and we're going to take the desired length you'd like your ornament to be hanging. And we are going to go ahead and take our cutters and we're going to snip a piece of wire. And what I like to do is I just twist about just about an inch up from the end, and I just twist it into the very end is all twisted, and then I fold that twist right in half so that I have like a little flat piece to work with. And then simply I just spread apart my pom-pom very carefully to the very center, and I place a good dab of hot glue in there. Not a little tiny, but enough so that you know it will hold for a long time. And you're going to take your stick piece and press it into the center of your palm. Yep. Now you're going to, press it around just like that until it dries so that the fibers hold that piece in place. Make sure that when you stick your hanger that it's facing the front of your ornament. You don't want to have a crooked hanging ornament. And here I'm just snipping off any little flyaways that I might see, or strings or anything hanging, and voila! That is as simple as it can get. That is how you make your hanging ornament. Or like I said, if you didn't want it to hang, you just don't do this last step. And you could use anything you'd like for your hanger. My son used string because he didn't want to use a wire, but like I said, you can do whatever you'd like. This is so fast. I hope you totally try this out, and if you do, please don't hesitate to comment below. I really love hearing feedback. Alright everyone, so that's it for our video today. I so totally hope that you liked it. If you did, please like in the comments below and share this on your social media. It really helps me out and it lets other people be able to create really fun things like this. I wanted to thank you again for subscribing. If you're new to me, thank you so much for your subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I'm so glad that you're on my journey with me, and I just wanted to have a moment where I could thank you and just have some fun with you guys on this holiday season as we get to kick things off. So take care, God bless, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Bye for now.